Have you ever heard the story of the hyena and the magic drum? It's a tale as old as the African savanna itself, a whisper on the wind that warns of a hunger that can never be satisfied. They say the hyena once had a drum that could give him anything he desired. But greed, as we know, always asks for more. Long, long ago, nestled in the heart of a peaceful African village, lived a hyena. While the sun painted the sky in shades of orange and purple, the villagers and animals would share their meals, their laughter echoing through the acacia trees. The hyena, however, always watched from a distance. He would throw his head back and laugh that famous, chilling laugh of his, but it was all a show. Inside, his stomach rumbled and his heart burned with a bitter, gnawing envy. He wanted what they had, and he wanted more. One dusty afternoon, while slinking through the tall, dry grass, the hyena stumbled upon something extraordinary. Half buried in the earth was a small drum, intricately carved and pulsing with a soft, mystical light. As he cautiously nudged it with his nose, a gentle voice, like the rustling of leaves, whispered on the wind. "Beat this drum once," it said, "and your need will be met. But be warned, take only what you need." The hyena's eyes widened. Could it be true? His hunger gnawed at him, overriding any caution. With a trembling paw, he struck the drum. Boom! In a swirl of golden dust, a platter of roasted meats, fruits, and yams appeared before him. It was a perfect meal, just enough to satisfy his hunger. He ate until he was full, a feeling he had not known for a long time. But as he licked his lips, a new kind of hunger took hold not of the stomach, but of the soul. Greed. Why have just one meal when he could have a feast? He remembered the spirit's warning, but pushed it aside. He beat the drum again. Boom! Another platter appeared. He laughed, a greedy, triumphant sound. He beat it again, and again, and again. Boom, boom, boom. Soon, mountains of food piled up around him, towering over the huts of the village. It spilled into the river and covered the plains. The other animals and the villagers watched in stunned silence, their faces a mixture of awe and fear. "I will never be hungry again." The hyena cackled, his voice echoing across the now barren land. "I am the king of everything." From the sky, the spirit's voice returned, this time a low rumble like distant thunder. "Enough is enough. The drum is a gift, not a tool for your insatiable greed. Stop now." But the hyena was lost in his frenzy. He didn't listen. "More!" he shrieked, raising his paws high. "I want more." He brought his paws down on the drum with all his might, a crazed look in his eyes. But this time, there was no magical boom. Instead, there was a faint, sad crack. The mystical glow of the drum flickered and died. It fell silent. And as the magic faded from the drum, the mountains of food around him dissolved into dust, swept away by the evening wind. Everything vanished. The hyena was left standing alone, in the middle of a vast, empty plain. The silence was deafening. He was hungrier than he had ever been before, a deep, hollow ache that food could never fill. That night, as the moon cast long, lonely shadows, the hyena sat under a blanket of brilliant stars. He didn't laugh. Instead, a single tear rolled down his furry cheek. He had been given a great blessing, a chance to end his suffering. But his greed had been a bottomless pit, and in his quest to have everything, he had lost it all. He finally understood the lesson, but it was far too late. The story of the greedy hyena serves as a powerful reminder. Greed is a shadow that blinds the heart and steals our greatest blessings. Those who chase after everything often find themselves left with nothing at all. True wealth lies not in having much, but in being content with enough. Thank you for joining us on this journey into African folklore. If you enjoyed this story and the timeless wisdom it holds, please like this video and subscribe to African Tales Hub for more. We'll see you next time.